Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Talk on this channel. Now it's been a while since I have done this Tuesday Talk on this channel. Now in this video I'm going to talk about the new updated policy of Much by Amazon regarding the use of profanity on their products. I'll just share my views on this. I'll just try to describe and explain the wording they have used in the message on the dashboard. So make sure that you watch the video till the end. So this is the message that we have received recently, actually today, and I'll try to explain it in my own words and according to my own understanding, and at the end it will be just your choice what to do with those designs if you have any designs that depict profanity. So let's start reading it and let's try to break it down and explain it a bit. So they say that starting today we have updated our policy on profanity. We no longer allow profanity if used to attack a group or individual. Profanity of any type continues to not be allowed on the youth-sized products. Now let's just stop here and let's try to try to think about it. Try to get some kind of meaningful understanding from it. So they clearly say that any type of profanity is not allowed for the youth size, and that has been the case for, I think, from the start. So that's a no-go area. Now the one thing that they have mentioned is that if profanity is used to attack a group or an individual, then it is not allowed. So what does that really mean? Does it mean that we can use the profanity if it is used about ourselves? I'll also show you some examples here of the designs that I would say that they are not targeting at any other person. Now why they have updated this policy, there is some kind of you can say that guesswork here, is that because of the recent political events, recent election, and there has been a lot of anti-Trump or anti-Biden shirts using the words, these profanity words on this. So because of that, I think they have updated this policy because they don't want to be, you can say that, come under the radar regarding any kind of political effect or something like that. So that is why they are trying to remove these kind of shirts. So it clearly means that if that profanity, any kind of F word or any kind of other word is you can say that is aimed at another person, that is totally not allowed. I can't say I can use the F word here on this video or not because of the YouTube policy. But anyway, this channel is currently not monetized. So speaking of that, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, and hopefully we'll have a good journey on this print on demand. So let's come back to this policy here. So it clearly means that we cannot use the profanity words aiming at another person, because it will come under the, I would say that, come under the terms or condition of that under this umbrella of hate speech. So that is clearly not allowed. So you cannot use the words, F words, for another person or another group or an individual, these type of things. F word is just one of the words from the profanity anyway. So what about if you describe it something like that, something about yourself? For example, these type of designs that you are just seeing here. So what about these type of designs? Like I'm an effing ray of sunshine. So what about these designs? So in my point of view, according to my understanding of this, if it is not aimed to attack another person, it is not aimed to you can say kind of derogatory meaning, it does not have any kind of derogatory meaning towards another person or another race or group, then it is okay to use. If it is used about yourself, explaining about yourself, that I would say that it is okay to use. But that is a big but here, and I'll explain it towards the end of the video. So let's just read the rest of the message and try to comprehend it. So the next thing is, they say that we encourage you to remove the products yourself. We will proactively remove products through Friday, November 20. Products removed during this time specific to this policy change will not affect your account standing. However, new products that violate our policy following November 20 will impact your account standing. So it clearly means that they encourage you to know that you, if you want to remove your products, that's really good idea, you should remove your products. But from starting from November 20, they will start removing the products themselves. Now how are they going to remove these products? That is a big kind of here you can say that blank area. They not have said anything whether they will be under manual review removing after the products, or they will just remove it through the use of bots. So if they are going to use the bots, which most probably they are, then it's going to be a bit problematic for anybody who is using any kind of profanity word on their shirts, whether it is aimed at another person, which is clearly not allowed, and if it is aimed at themselves as well. As I have shown you these examples of the shirts, then it clearly means that that can also be a kind of problematic, because bot will not understand the context, or you can say the meaning, the reference of the word. They will just highlight this word, they have used this F word, just remove it, just strike it. So these kind of things happen because they are going to use the bot. So it can be a bit problematic in the future. Now they say that once they have started removing these designs from November 20, and you will not get any kind of strike against your account for the design that you already have on this platform. So they already said that you should remove your design. It is a good idea, but if you do not, they will remove it if it is against their policy. And according to the understanding of this message, it means that once the designs are removed that are actually uploaded, or before today, actually today is November 9th, yeah, so before today, if any design is uploaded and it has the word, any profanity word in it, it will not get any kind of strike against your account. But starting from today, November 9th and November 10th, whenever this video is uploaded, so starting from today, if you upload any kind of design, the more chances are that it is most probably that it will go under manual review. If it is not removed automatically, it will go under manual review. So this is the case is going to be in the future as well. Even if you are not using the words of profanity against another individual, against another you can say that another group, still your design will go under the manual review, and if that passes, it will be live, and if it does not pass under the manual review, it will just be totally removed altogether. Does it mean that all of the future profanity word designs will go under manual review, or they will use the bots, actually bots to remove those designs in the future? So again, the most probability is that they will use bots in the future as well to remove any kind of words, any kind of design that include any kind of listing that includes any kind of profanity word. So most probably you will I would suggest that you should refrain from using these bots altogether in the future. If you already have some designs that are not aimed at another individual or another group, it is aimed at yourself, that might be probably okay. As I've shown you these examples, it might be okay, but still it is a risk. So if you have these kind of designs that are aimed at yourself, you can take the risk of keeping it online, because if it is because it is uploaded before the date, if it is uploaded before today's date, it means that it will not kind of consider as you can say that strike against your account. But in future you have to be careful. Now another thing here which can get problematic, so these words, F word, S word, these kind of words are totally not allowed in the future, which if they are aimed at another individual or another group. So what happens if you use kind of puns? So what will they do about these puns? For example, WTF, most there are a lot of different designs on the platform saying WTF, using it as a pun, for example, with the family, with the football, something like that. So what about those kind of designs when they are using these type of designs as a pun? So again, I would say that it's not going to be the case that each and every design will be reviewed by an individual, a real person, a bot will be reviewing these designs. So most probably if you're using these kind of profanity words as puns, they will get a manual review, and it will be up to the individual who is reviewing your designs whether he wants to keep these designs or remove these designs. Now again, what about those puns that kind of play on these words? They don't use the words, these profanity words as it, but change it a bit to make it a pun. So what about those words? I would say that again, those words which use it and these profanity words, not you can say that as it will still be kind of problematic, but not as clearly problematic as using the words as themselves. For example, there are a lot of different designs which says zero fox given. So zero fox given is a pun. They are not using the clear words of F word itself, but still it kind of mean the same thing. It's understanding the meaning the same thing. Now I would say that in these kind of design, these kind of pun related design will pass through this review, pass through these bot reviews, and they will be live most probably. But if they are aimed at another person, and if another manual reviewer, Amazon manual reviewer sees it, it might get flagged and it might get removed in the future. So you have to be really careful to not use any kind of these words against another person, even if you are using it as kind of a way of loving or something like that for your own family member, for your own any kind of relation. So if you are using it for themselves, it will still be a problematic. If it is totally wrong to use it against another person, especially for the political persons in the future. This is what my understanding, that it is aimed at those type of things, design which have kind of political influence and these kind of things. So this is my understanding of this. So there are let's just summarize it and keep it short now. So there are two things. You cannot use the profanity words at all on youth sizes. That totally a no. Then if it is aimed at another person, even if it is aimed at your own siblings, your own relation, mothers of any kind of relation, any kind of friends, even it is you can say that aimed at any other person except yourself, then it can be a lot of problematic. Now again, the third thing is the use of puns. You can use the puns if you are not using the exact same profanity words, you are changing the words, replacing any kind of letter in it to give it a different meaning, as I was shown you, zero fox given, these kind of things. So if you are changing the words, most probably it will pass through the boards without any kind of getting noticed. But if it goes under the review through many kind of manual reviewer and an individual real person, then it might get kind of problematic if it is aimed at another person, even your own relatives, your own close relationships, even it is aimed at another person, any kind of individual, because they clearly say that to attack a group or individual. So individual can be anybody. It doesn't mean something that whom you do not know, whom you have no relationship with, any kind of relation. So even if you have any relation with any other person and you are using any kind of profanity word against that relationship, against that person, it can be a bit problematic. So in the future, this is what I'm going to do. I'm totally not going to use any kind of profanity words in the future at all. And I still have some designs which are not aimed at any other individual, just about myself, something like that, or you can say the purchaser itself, the customer itself. So if you aimed at yourself, the purchaser, the customer himself, herself, then it's okay. It might be okay. I'm not saying it's okay. Don't take it as kind of, you can say that clear permission, because it's Amazon. They might do anything in the future just to protect themselves. So just I would say try to avoid it altogether in the future. If you already have some designs aiming at, you can say, the first person, myself, then it is okay. If it is aimed at another person, just definitely don't do it. So this is my understanding of this new terms and conditions of Amazon. And if you have any questions regarding it, you can ask me in the comments below, or you can join the Facebook group regarding print on demand. You will find the link in the description below as well. So let's discuss this new policy there as well. If you have found this video to be helpful, if you have found these tips and these understanding to be useful, make sure that you like the video and share it with other people as well. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because on this channel I share design related tutorials and also print on demand related tips and strategies. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and don't forget to press that bell icon so that you can be notified about my future videos as well. And thank you for watching.